And welcome back to the program. As always, just like every week, we have an interesting topic for you in the ASEAN interview กลับเข้าสู่รายการ ASEAN Challenge ค่ะในช่วงนี้ ASEAN Interview ไปดูกันว่ามีเรื่องราวอะไรน่าสนใจกันบ้างค่ะChinese Vice Premier Chang Gaoli on Tuesday once again guaranteed his country's readiness to cooperate with ASEAN countries in boosting regional development and prosperity. Chang made the remarks while commencing the 14th China-ASEAN Expo and China-ASEAN Business and Investment Summit in Nanning of South China's Guangxi Shuang Autonomous Region. The Vice Premier also highlighted the substantial collaborative achievements in various fields over the past few years and pinned high hopes on future cooperations with ASEAN countries in such areas as the Belt and Road Initiative. In the coming 5 years, China will import commodities worth $8 trillion and make overseas investment totaling $750 billion. Up to 700 million overseas trips are to be made by Chinese nationals in these 5 years. We welcome ASEAN countries to further share the great opportunities created by China's development, make joint efforts to boost regional development and prosperity, and safeguard and promote stability and growth of the world economy, so as to make new contribution to the world peace and development, said Chang in his keynote speech at the opening ceremony. The Vice Premier described the annual Business and Investment Summit as an important platform serving to enhance political mutual trust as well as to step up trade cooperation and to deepen cultural and people-to-people exchanges. Also addressing the opening ceremony were Sultan Haji Hassanal Bolkiah of Brunei, Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Sen, Vietnamese Deputy Prime Minister Truong Hoa Binh, First Deputy Prime Minister of Kazakhstan Askar Mamim, and Deputy Prime Minister of Laos Sonexy Sifandon. Representatives from 5 enterprises engaged in building the Southern Transport Corridor on Tuesday reiterated their determination to create a shorter and more direct trade route between China and Southeast Asia. When completed, the corridor will link up China's Chongqing with Singapore as part of the envisaged overland connection of the Silk Road Economic Belt and the 21st Century Maritime Silk Road, also known as Belt and Road. Symbolic well-wishing lotus flowers were lit and set off at the end of the opening ceremony. As many as 10,000 purchasers are expected to cut their deals with 2,709 exhibitors during the 4-day expo. Chinese Vice Premier Chang Gaoli met leaders of Brunei and Laos in southern China, Nanning City, on Monday, calling for stronger ties between China and the Association of the Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN. Chang welcomed Brunei's Sultan and as well as Lao Deputy Prime Minister to attend the 14th China-ASEAN Expo and the China-ASEAN Business and Investment Summit from Tuesday to Friday in Nanning, capital of Guangxi Shuang Autonomous Region. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the founding of ASEAN, a regional group comprising of Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam, as well as the China-ASEAN Year of Tourism. During his meeting with Brunei's Hassanal, Chang in China appreciates Brunei's positive and constructive role in boosting the China-ASEAN relationship over a long time. Brunei is the country of honor at the 14th China-ASEAN Expo. China is willing to work with Brunei to grasp the important opportunity of jointly building the Belt and Road, promoting the synergizing of development strategies of the two countries, deepen practical cooperation in various areas, and consolidate people-to-people exchanges to benefit peoples of the two countries. Hassanal said Brunei is greatly honored to be the country of honor at the China-ASEAN Expo and would like to further strengthen its cooperation with China in such areas as economy and trade, people-to-people exchanges, tourism, energy, ports, and education to make Brunei the gateway for China to approach the ASEAN. During the meeting with the Laos Deputy Premier, Chang and the China-Laos relationship has advanced much this year, especially after Lao President Wong Nang has visited to China in May in order to attend the Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation, during which leaders of the two countries reached important consensuses on deepening China-Laos comprehensive strategic cooperation. Chang suggested the two countries continue to promote the synergizing of development strategies, carrying out the deals on Belt and Road construction and production capacity and investment cooperation, strengthen people-to-people exchanges and local cooperation, enrich the essence of the China-Laos Comprehensive Strategic Cooperation, and promote the China-Laos relationship to constantly move forward. Laos spoke highly of China's hosting of the China-ASEAN Expo and called on two sides to strengthen practical cooperations in various areas and deepen the Laos-China Comprehensive Strategic Partnership of Cooperation. And that was the ASEAN interview for you and wraps up our program for this week. Stay tuned next week for more news updates and more colorful events. As for today, สวัสดีค่ะ